How to earn $100 an hour making YouTube videos. Before I get into the actual stats, there are a couple questions that you have to ask yourself first. Number one, are you in this to make money, or are you in it just to make videos, to be creative? Is it something you have a lot of knowledge of? Is it something that you will enjoy doing? Because let me warn you, if you're in it just to make money, you're going to burn out. If you don't enjoy what you're doing, you are going to burn out. As you probably noticed in a lot of these videos, or the videos of all these YouTubers quitting lately. So you got to determine that right off the top. I make early retirement videos. I kind of fell into it because I was watching retirement videos and I figured there was something missing there in the market. They weren't targeting people on moderate income like I do. I love making these videos. I didn't know it was going to be a profitable niche until I started making videos, because retirement kind of falls into the finance part, which is a profitable genre. Second question, speaking of the finance genre, you have to choose the right niche. What is going to be your niche? The ones that make the most money are finance, digital marketing, people doing tech reviews, of different tech products. Once you get below that, it can still be profitable, but once you get down to like vlogging and stuff like that, there's not much money to be made. But you know what? If that's something you love to do, and forgive these shadows, man, this is part of my filming style. I leave a lot of stuff in. We just got a lot of rain here in the high desert, so I'm getting shadows, I'm not. So anyway, you have to determine your niche, okay? As I was saying, vlogging, not too much money in that. For instance, I have a little over 40,000 subscribers. I'm probably making about the same money as maybe a vlogger who has 250,000 subscribers. There is a big difference in the amount of money that they pay depending on the niche. So you have to determine what is going to be your niche. Number three, you have to determine how many videos you're going to make a week and how long they're going to be, because both of those obviously will increase that workload that you have to do on a daily and weekly basis. Okay, I'm currently putting out videos every 3 days. All right, that works for me. You have to determine what works for you. It might be one a week. It might be one every 2 weeks, whatever. As long as you're consistent, that's the part that really matters. You must be consistent. Number four, you have to determine your filming style. Mine, as you can probably tell, is just a conversation between two people. So what do? I leave in most of the misspeaks, because what do you do when you're conversing with someone? You have misspeaks, It's either funny or people are just going, huh? What do you say? I leave those in. My style is a conversation between two people. You have to determine what is going to be your filming style. And this will really make a difference in the amount of editing you're going to put into it. Also, the amount of time in general. I usually do these videos in 1 or 2 takes, and that's it. Okay. My length is usually just around 10 minutes, 11 minutes long. You got to determine this before you start. Or actually on the length, you can kind of ease your way into it once you figure it out. Okay. Number five, this is what can add a whole lot of time into your making of movies. Editing style. What I do, again, it's just 1 or 2 takes. It's a conversation. I leave misspeaks in. I leave shadows in, stuff like that. That's just my style. So I do my editing in iMovie, and I also do some editing on the YouTube editor. And I'll usually trim a little off the beginning and the end. So editing is what is going to add the most hours per week, per video, when you're making videos. So determine what kind of editing. Some of these beautiful videos are heavily edited, and that's great. They look awesome, but it takes a lot of time. Okay, it's up to you to figure that out. Doesn't matter, either way. Number six, you have to choose how you're going to research your ideas. What I usually do is I will type, for instance, mine is retirement, early retirement. I might type that into Google. What are the first 5 things that come up under the search bar whatever those are the most searched terms dealing, in my case, with retirement. That gives me a lot of video ideas, okay? You can also go and see what other people in your genre are making, you know? Obviously, you don't want to copy their titles, but if it's a topic that you're knowledgeable about, that you might be able to expand upon, hey, if it's got a lot of views, why not? Just do not copy, take something, maybe a topic, make a totally different title, totally different thumbnail, and totally different video, okay? There's a lot of people out there, believe me, that just randomly rip things off. Don't do that. So there are a lot of places to research. On your YouTube studio, they actually have a research tab. It'll tell you what people have been searching for in your genre lately. What a big help. It's a big, dare I say, huge help to making videos. Another one, and this takes almost as much time as editing. For me, this takes up more than editing. This is probably my number one time consumer when I'm making videos. Responding to comments on your videos. Now you can choose how involved you want to be in this. Some creators, they hardly respond at all. I respond to as many comments as I can. Why? Because I want to create, a group setting. We're all together in this. I want to include everyone in my videos. I want them to make them feel at home, that their comments are valuable, which a lot of them in most cases are. Okay? So I put a lot of time into my comments section. Choose whatever you're going to do in that, guys. It's really up to you as far as how much time you want to put into that. You can put it at a little, you can put a lot, but I'm telling you, if you put a lot of effort into that, it's going to help your channel. It'll create more engagement for you, okay? Sorry, the shadows are really bugging me. I'm standing up for this. Do I still have shadows? Yeah, I got the camera shadow. There we go. Am I going to cut this out? No, I'm going to leave it. Now, let's get to the actual stats, okay? I average, there go the shadows again. I average about 5 to 8 hours per week in making my videos, all right? Depends on the video, depends on the topic. I might have to put in a lot of research depending on the topic that I'm making for that week. Other ones, they just might be off the top of my head because I have a lot of knowledge on those topics, okay? So it averages 5 to 8 hours per week that I put in on making my videos. I'm averaging about $2,000 a month on AdSense, which, for those of you who don't know, it's how we are paid. The ads that are placed on our video, YouTube gets the majority of the money on there, but we get a decent, we get a pretty decent amount on that, to be honest. Out of all the platforms, YouTube is the most generous as far as paying their creators, so we get a good chunk of that. All right. So I'm averaging about $2,000 a month. I'm putting in about 5 to 8 hours per week. So let's take the lower number, the 5. Times that by 4, that's 20 hours a month, $2,000 per month. So I'm making about $100 an hour. Some weeks it might be a little lower. If you put in that 8 hours per week, let's say every week was like that. I'd be at 32 hours a month. I'd be making around $60 an hour. So it's in between the 60 and 100 of what I'm making, okay? Not bad, man. For those of you who have had other jobs, look at what you got paid on some of those other jobs per hour, right? That's not bad. So if you want to earn a decent amount per hour, you have to answer those questions that I posed in the beginning. What kind of channel are you going to be? Are you going to do a lot of heavy editing? Are you going to do, just all these special effects and stuff? Well, if you're going to be doing that, you're not going to be earning like $100 an hour, okay? Now, on top of the AdSense, I have not taken any brand deals yet. I've been offered them, but I have not taken any. Why? This is one thing you got to tell yourself. You have to have the trust of your audience. Okay? You can't just be taking any brand deal that's thrown your way. All right? I mean, you can. Some creators do. And here come the shadows again. Sorry, guys, but I'm at the inn. I'm leaving the shadows in. Some creators do. They don't care. Think about them. You know you've seen them. Some of those brand deals they get, you're like, what the heck is this, man? Come on. Do better. I've not taken any brand deals yet. Okay? I have not done any affiliate marketing, which I may do in the future. And I may also do a brand deal. I just have to find something that is going to be good for me, that I really believe in, and my audience will as well. Okay? Guys, that's the biggest thing. What out of making videos that I can give to you, do not abuse the trust of your audience. Okay? Brand deals are out there. If you get enough subscribers, they're out there. Don't just jump at the first one that comes along. You got to be authentic. You got to keep that trust going. Believe me, it's got to make something to you. It's got to mean something to you and have a lot of value for your audience, or else you're going to lose that audience. All right. So there you go, guys. There are my steps on how to make $100 an hour making videos on YouTube. There you go. Take with it what you will. And as I like to say in most of my early retirement videos, just remember, we got this.